بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Did the Prophet ﷺ feel desire? Did he go to his wife to fulfill that desire? These are questions that people are asking. And how does that link to the Sahaba and his advice? What about us as men today? Do men lie when they talk about that they have, a difficulty when it comes to seeing women and desire because they don't have an outlet? A lot of men delay marriage, a lot of women delay marriage. The ummah is really in a difficult situation when it comes to that. Yet people are trying to lie, hide, deceive, and try to portray something of Islam that I call holier than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam syndrome. Now, many da'is and people online try to show this, that they are the knight in shining armor that is going to save the women. And he's not like every other man. He's just very different. He does not have a hard time when it comes to women. He does not have a hard time when it comes to desires. He doesn't matter. He's not married. He is in charge of his own thing. And no, shaitan does not affect him. No, 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 no. He is really, really amazing. And these women are like, wow, he is amazing. He is our champion. He is our imam. Allahu Akbar. In doing so, what we failed to achieve as an ummah and as a community is that we failed to address real problems and give real solutions. While Islam came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah tells us in the Quran, the Prophet himself said that I am just a bashar like you. I'm just a human being, okay, like you, but I am a prophet. يُوحَى إِلَيَّ أَنَّمَا إِلَهُكُمْ إِلَهٌ وَاحِدٌ. And it's revealed to me that your Lord is one Lord. So, of course, he is the Prophet ﷺ. We cannot say that we are like him. أعوذ بالله. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect. But he was sent as a sunnah, as an example for us to follow to solve our problems. And he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put him in that position, to show the humanity of the Prophet. So we're not like the Christians to make A'udhu Billah, Isa alayhi salam as a God, nor are we like the Jews, A'udhu Billah minash shaitan rajim, to make their prophets like just some regular people or even astaghfirullah below the rabbis and so on. We are the ummah of the wasat, and we follow the Quran Sunnah, we follow Qala Allah, Qala Rasul, and the dalil, the evidence. Now these people try to make some sort of Christianized, philosophized, Walt Disney, Titanic, the Notebook version of Islam. They try, especially weak men, try to show themselves in front of women that, oh, no. Well, what is this guy saying? Gabriel Romaani said that the Prophet ﷺ had a problem with his desires and this and that. The Prophet ﷺ was the man who would control his desires the best. But he had desires. Aisha radiallahu anha tells us that the Prophet ﷺ used to kiss her before he would leave the home sometimes, and he would be fasting. And he sometimes did not allow certain people to do certain things because he had the strength to protect himself and to curb his desire. Now, this does not mean he did not have desire. And a lot of people try to make you, sadly, in certain communities, like he is not the human being. And they have problems when I speak about some of the actual solutions that the Prophet ﷺ himself told us. These people do not quote Quran Sunnah. They do not actually talk about what Allah and His Messenger said as to position them as solutions to our problems. No. They talk idealistically. Holier than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam syndrome. So let us go to the hadith that I mentioned in a previous video about the secret marriages, and I explain the issue of desire and how the Prophet himself had desire and how he managed it. Now, let us read before I give more explanation. And let me make sure that we are in the right screen here. Okay, this is Kitabu Nikah in Sahih Muslim. As you can see, I'll try to make sure. Here it is, Sahih Muslim 1403a. And this is Kitabu Nikah. Now, I want you to first read the chapter of the title. It says chapter, recommendation to the one who sees a woman and is attracted to her to go to his wife or slave woman and have intercourse with her. No, I didn't make this title. Okay, this is in Sahih Muslim. Okay, if you understand Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, there will be certain kitab, and it will be something called, the chapter will be called bab, okay, or the door. So in this case, Imam Muslim narrates and writes the chapter and gives the understanding of what is this actual recommendation for. But let's not leave it at only Sahih Muslim and Imam Muslim discussing this, because these people, these Walt Disney versions of Islam that they bring about, these sisters and these weak brothers who are trying to impress sisters, let us go to what the Prophet ﷺ himself says, and we will see, because here not only Jabir narrates this, but then the Prophet ﷺ is going to give the explanation even more so. So Jabir reported the Prophet ﷺ saw a woman. How does he know that? Because he told them after, and as you're going to see, he saw a woman, okay? And then he came to his wife Zainab as she was standing a leather and had sexual intercourse with her. No, they didn't drink tea. No, he didn't say, I need to go fast or pray 2 rakahs right now, or I need to make some dhikr or read the ruqyah myself. He literally had sexual intercourse with his wife. He then went to the companions and explained this whole event. Yes, of course, we have haya when we talk about things. Unlike Mr. Habib Akandi, who talks about women gushing everywhere, and that's what he does in front of like podcasts and hugging women and in selfies and whatnot, goes around the world, and he makes his own money from that. Unlike that, in general, we can teach, no doubt, about female and male intimacy according to, right, to explain anatomy even in courses, in certain videos. But when you make your whole life about this, man, I don't know, something wrong there, isn't it? Anyway, let's go back to the hadith, because these people are, hypocrites, of course, when it comes to these. Not hypocrites as in, don't call me as I'm calling them hypocrites in the deen, as munafiqeen, but they're hypocrites in what they say. But anyway, he then went to the companions and told them. So he explains to them. He gives them why. Because you see, the deen is not about the notebook love relationship. And he was able to wait his whole life for this one woman. And he wrote her a letter. And this is what sisters in niqab, sadly sometimes today, in hijab, and not want and desire that their husbands, or I don't know, they're watching too many of these Turkish series, sadly. Some of them. Not you, of course, sister. Just some of them. You have to understand, some, okay, quote unquote, some. Not all women do that. There are some great sisters who do not do that. And they do not post it on Instagram and on TikTok, jumping up and down and spinning and misbehaving and disrespecting their hijab and their niqab. No, they don't do that. Or acting like, man, I'm so tough. So, look what the Prophet ﷺ then said. He said, the woman advances and retires in the shape of the devil. The woman, إن المرأة تقبل في سورة الشيطان. Simple, okay? I'm not making that up. I'm not lying. You read it. It's right here, okay? There's the Arabic, okay? And it says في سورة الشيطان, okay? And so when one of you, okay, فإذا أبصر أحدكم, then one of you, the Sahaba, anyone like he sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw, sees a woman like that, has desire. The Prophet ﷺ had desire. He should come to his wife so that he will repel what he feels in his heart. Now this, of course, the man has a wife, and that's why we encourage marriage. That's why we do, for example, nikagram. That's why we try to help people to not go into the zina or the TikTok and the jumping about and all that and do all kinds of weird things online. The men, of course, they're flexing and then messaging, and then not all men, of course, not you men, some men, not all women, some women. How do we know? Because we have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of clients who come with these issues amongst 9 or so different counselors with 100-something plus years of experience in counseling. Huge sample population. It's not like an exception here that we're talking about, right? We're just talking. How many times did I say it's about patterns that we see in their behaviors and in what kind of cases we get? But anyway, let's go back to the Prophet ﷺ. So if a man has a wife, of course, that's what he should do. Why? Because men have this weakness. Why? The Prophet ﷺ himself is teaching us what he did when this feeling came upon him. Now, I'm not calling the Prophet ﷺ weak. I know people are trying to cut, paste, take. And look what Brother Gabriel is saying. Oh my God, I can't believe he's saying the Prophet Sallallahu. I'm not saying anything. I'm just reading off the screen from Sahih Muslim, Kitabun Nikah, the bab or the chapter, the recommendation of one who sees a woman and is, what does it say? Okay, what does it say? Very, very simple here. It says, and he feels attracted to her. Okay, فوقعت في نفسي. So something has fallen into his soul, into his heart of desire, and that he should come to his wife, or if he doesn't have a wife, to a slave woman. Whoa, oh my God, he just revived the traditional concubines and slave. This is Imam Muslim, Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. The Prophet ﷺ is here, and Imam Muslim is talking about this, not Gabriel Romaani, not no one. But again, this whole Walt Disney, holier than the Prophet syndrome that these people try to put forward. We're trying to help people, while these people are trying to hurt people. This is a different story. This is a big, we're not the same. Okay. So he said he should come to his wife. That will repel what he feels. Okay. What he feels. Okay. فإن ذلك يرد ما في نفسي. فإن ذلك يرد ما في نفسي. Okay. And indeed that will repel what is in his soul, in his nafs, in his desires. Okay, no, he's not jumping up and down, making dhikr. Simple. You have a wife? Go to your wife. He didn't say, oh, he should go fast the next day or start fasting at that moment. He should make sujood. He should go pray 2 rakahs right now. He should go to his wife and take. So the Prophet ﷺ had desire. The Prophet ﷺ controlled his desire, in this case, by actually taking his shahwa and his desire upon to his wife. I'm only reading that. That is Zainab radiallahu anha. I'm telling you what he sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us. Not me, not you, not anyone. So you want to decide, do you want to practice Walt Disney version of Islam? You want to practice the notebook, the Turkish musalsalat version of Islam, or the Moroccan ones, or the Arab ones? Which one do you want to practice? Or you want to practice the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ? He gave us real solutions to real problems. Sadly, a lot of men lie to women to score points with them. Then maybe, hopefully, they're going to be impressed with them. That, oh my God, this guy's not like all the other guys. I'm not saying all guys are the same, nor am I saying, A'udhu Billah, that we are like the Prophet ﷺ, but we strive to be like the Prophet ﷺ and to follow his directives, not your corrupted directives of l'amour and this Hollywood love style that a lot of people have been, which is just luminance, is just obsessive love that has destroyed so many men and women in this ummah, made them weak. And so many women in the end get the ick, they get bored, and then they start misbehaving. Not you, sister, not all sisters, just some sisters. But the number is indeed increasing to the point that we need to do something about it. And the Prophet ﷺ clearly said, من رأى منكم منكرا فليغير بيده فإن لم يستطيع فبلسانه فإن لم يستطيع فبقلبه وذلك أضعف الإيمان. If someone sees any one of you evil like that, change it with your hand. If you cannot change it by speaking against it, if you cannot at least hate it in your heart. Yaqi, these people don't even hate it in their hearts. And they try to generalize, they try to say this and that, Yaqi, fear Allah. So the choice is, who do we follow? Allah and His Messenger or Walt Disney? Who do we follow? The Netflix series and the posts on Instagram and YouTube where, oh, my hubby this, my hubby that. I've been fantasizing since I was young to be in a monogamous marriage. I'm so Moroccan, Algerian. I'm so smart. I'm so cool, slick. Who do you want to follow? Clear. You guys have to decide. Simple. And there's a lot more, of course. Again, Gabriel Romaani? No. The Prophet ﷺ. Muslim, Imam Muslim. Who do you guys want to follow? Simple. Women's desires and emotions, because that's become a standard of Sharia, it seems. And subhanAllah, the manipulation is really cool. I'm quite intrigued. that they succeed to get men now, even supposedly men of knowledge, to try to do to really validate what they want. In the end, it will come to standard and SOP where everything will be filtered through how women feel about this hadith or about this. And if they don't, they will do anything to take you down, including slandering, lying, false accusation, calling the police, reporting different kind of weird, whatever they can find, setting up all kinds of misyar proposals and on through email or through DMs for people to fall, all kinds of traps, all kinds of anything to get a person to try to make a mistake, and then they can try to take him down. All because they don't like what's being said, especially when the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ are quoted. And I'm going to repeat again. Recommendation to the one who sees a woman and is attracted to her to go to his wife or slave woman and have intercourse with her. Read, pause it, and read in Arabic, read in English. What's on the screen? Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.